Hey, good afternoon. I'm here in Highland Park today checking out a backflow. The city of Highland Park has instituted municipality-wide testing to check the quality of every backflow. I think this is going to be taking place on an annual basis. The purpose of this is to make sure that water is not entering into irrigation systems and then when the irrigation stops running, draining back into the source, whether it be back into your house and then being drank after it's passed into the irrigation system, or back into the main line of the water in the alley or in the street. So in terms of finding backflows, they're typically going to be on the right close to the street or right near the alley. That doesn't necessarily mean it's all the time. It could be right next to your house. It just depends where it was installed, but I would say 97% of the time it's going to be close to the alley or close to the street. I'm going to flip the camera around here. In this case, this client is back here against their back alley fence. You can see here, this is what the backflow is. It's this piece right here with these two knobs on it. This is technically called a double check backflow. In a perfect world, there would be no mud down in here. It would have a gravel base that allows water to seep through, and there would never be any moisture sitting against it, and that helps prevent it, and it's increase its longevity where it doesn't start failing and leaking water. This is a great thing to know where it's at, especially if you do have a leak ever on your irrigation system. You can turn either of these blue knobs that you're seeing. These might be purple. I'm colorblind, so apologies if I'm wrong there on that color. But if you turn one of these knobs, that will prevent water from entering into your irrigation system. So whether you just have a gushing leak in the summertime, or if the wintertime you do have a freeze and it breaks something, it's great to know where this backflow is, because this is the way to manually shut off your irrigation so that it never runs. Sometimes these valves get stuck shut just because they stay open for so long, and they essentially start rusting and they stay in the open position. So it's nice to have a pair of pliers or something like that to maybe turn that if you need a little bit of help. But this is the backflow on this property. And like I said, as Highland Park has instituted this citywide testing, it's good to know where they are. And if you do have one that's leaking, or they tell you need to get yours replaced, we can certainly help with that. As mentioned, this is just where this one is on this property. It's important to be able to find yours, know where it's at, and if you do get flagged for having one that is not operating properly, we can certainly get that replaced and help with that. Give us a call. We are a licensed irrigator in the state of Texas and can help with any of those type of issues.